guys, welcome to Dragon's Cave. My name's Karen. So I've just been making a few bits and pieces and I had some resin left over. So I've decided to try this mould, but I'm going to use these neon powders. See if I can get them to not run together. This may be a complete disaster. It may just end up being tagged on to the end of another video, but we'll see. Whoops-a-daisy. I should have prepped these really, but I was in a bit of a hurry because resin's been sitting a little while now. Oops, too much in there. Okay, so we're all mixed up now. I'm going to start with putting the green in the body of the butterfly. I'm not going to fill the mould to the top, obviously, because then it'll just run where I don't want it to be. I'm going to very carefully do this layer. A little drop extra in there, hopefully it'll run down the antennae. So kind of work my way out with the colours a little bit. Going to push it to the edges in the places I want it to be. So I'm going to get a little micro brush, just make sure that that's got up to the edges there. And try and pull it up to the green. I think I've got quite a bit more in this side than I have in the other, but it doesn't really matter too much. A little more in here. And bring this up a little bit further. So it kind of matches the other side, sort of. It's getting quite thick because it's been sitting for a little while. And we're going to go in with the orange here. Oops. And again, just kind of draw that up to the edges. See where I've gone over a little, so I'll clean that up in just a second. I want it to actually meet the yellow. Doesn't matter if there's a little bit of mixing going on here. There's my funky thing. And that right up to the edge there. And the same here. Bring it right in there. It will mix a little, but that's okay. It's going to pull away again here as well. So I need to put a little bit more yellow in here. Not that I have an awful lot of it left anyway, but I don't think this is going to do what I was aiming for, but it doesn't matter. I'm sure it'll be pretty anyway. Almost out. This orange further up towards the body. Oops. Okay, so I just wrecked that completely. Although if I do the same the other side, it's not going to look too odd, is it? Okay. So what next? Where are we? I think we're going to go with some pink here. Just let that find its way while I start on the other side. Hook that right up into the edge there. Do the same this side, and here we go, dripping again. It's because I'm rushing. It doesn't matter. See something in the mold there. So I'm going to leave that find its way while I put some of the next colour in. What have we got now? Oh yes, we've got purple, which I can try and get up without knocking it over, and that's because I'm actually sitting down now. And drip this in at the edges. I don't think this is going to look anything like what I was originally thinking. If I run it in here, hopefully it'll run around the edges. Or mostly, at least, on its own. It's not moving, is it? It's gone too thick because partly because I've left it too long, and partly because I've put a little bit too much powder in, I believe. If I can just drip it here and there, hopefully it'll find its way. And if not, I've always got the micro brush to help move it along. That second. Grab the micro brush here, wipe the yellow off it before I dip it into the purple. So this is sort of the plan. Drag it along there and up here. Okay. Need to draw it in here a little bit. A cotton bud or two. Wipe off. I made a little mess there. Wipe this micro brush off again and bring that around. Same on this side. Get it into all the little nooks and crannies. Persuade it to join up. And then we are just about, we've got the blue left now, so I'm going to pop a little bit of that in here. And in here. And then I'm going to run it across here. I know it'll mix in with the purple, but that doesn't really matter. It'll join in with the yellow as well, actually, but it's already joined with the purple because I've dripped again. Okay, so we're nearly there. I'm going to spread that out a little. This may turn out to be the ugliest thing you've ever seen in your life. And I've got this far with it and just realised I'm not even wearing gloves. So I apologise for that. It's not a good idea to be doing resin without gloves on. Please don't do as I do. I think we are about there with the blue. Let's see if I can scrape a little more orange and green and yellow to fill this gap here. And I'll be back with you when we're ready for the next layer. See you in a bit. Hey guys, welcome back. This is set. Now you can probably see that the resin pulled away from the mold in places. It wasn't quite deep enough, so I've coloured the little bits in with the powders. So I'm going to back it in white, but I'm going to add a little bit of this blue tinged glow-in-the-dark powder. Just checking. Thought my microphone was off then. A good dollop of the white in there. And then throw in some of this glow powder. Don't want to add too much of it. Just want to give it a kind of a hint of a glow, if that makes any sense. So let's get this mixed in. Kind of got about, I think this is one of 4 pieces I'm currently working on. my biggest problem is I hate taking the photographs for the end shots because I'm really not a very good photographer. I'm trying to improve, but not doing a fantastic job yet. Pop a little isopropyl alcohol in case there's any bubbles of unmixed powder on the top there. And I think we are good to go. Yeah, that looks fine. Can't tell how well the glow in the dark is mixed in until there's not much of a glow to it at the moment. Won't really see much until it's set. Don't know that you'll see much anyway, but if it turns out plain white, it doesn't really matter too much. Just check it in. Let it find its way out to the edges. There. Let's see if I can drip it into the antenna. Let it find its way down there. Hopefully this will help give it a bit of a push. I had forgotten actually this mold is lopsided, but it's okay. I'll work it out. There we go. That's running in nicely. Just a little drop more in the middle there. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. I need to prop these ends of the wings up. And yeah, move it onto the heat mat, hopefully without tipping it everywhere. And I will see you guys for the demold. See you in a bit. Hi guys, welcome back. This is ready to get out of the mold now. I know I have to be very, very careful with the antennae because they'll probably take a day or two to be fully hard. Okay, so this obviously isn't as set as I thought it was because it's just very slightly soft. But I'm going to do it anyway because I'm impatient. Hope I can do it without ruining it. And I may not actually be able to do it without ruining it. It might be completely terrible. Try and get the body out, or I'll work my way up the antenna. This is always going to be the awkward bit. Well, the green layer of the antenna had a day or two to set before I poured the white on. I may get away with it. Come on, out you come. Almost there. Almost, come on. That's gone back into the mold then. It's kind of sticking a bit because it's, ew. Alright, that's gooey. I thought it was completely set. Just a bit soft, but it very obviously is not. Too late now. We've come too far. I'll pop this back on the heat mat once I've got it all out. Okay. Moment of truth. Well, that's bright. Yeah, I'm going to have to clean up the mess that I've just made there. But it's actually, get myself a wet wipe, get the sticky off my fingers. Yeah, it's actually not that bad at all. It's not what I envisaged because I'd hoped to get a lot more yellow in here, but the green has come out too far. There's not a lot of separation between the orange and the pink. The blue and the purple seem fine. So let me get my little UV light. Wow. That is bright. I actually quite like that. Odd, but strangely satisfying. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, please do. It does help my channel out a massive amount. And I will get some photos to put on the end for you, and I will see you for the next one. Bye.